abuses in our society, when he acts from malice or other base motives, he is one of the worst. These powers have been granted to our law enforcement agencies because it seems necessary that such a power to prosecute be lodged somewhere. This authority has been granted by people who really wanted the right thing done, wanted crime eliminated, but also wanted the best in our American traditions preserved. Because of this immense power to strike at citizens, not with mere individual strength, but with all the force of government itself, the post of federal district attorney from the very beginning has been safeguarded by presidential appointment, requiring confirmation of the Senate of the United States. You are thus required to win an expression of confidence in your character by both the legislative and the executive branches of the government before assuming the responsibilities of a federal prosecutor. Nothing better can come out of this meeting of law enforcement officers than a rededication to the spirit of fair play and decency that should animate the federal prosecutor. Your positions are of such independence and importance that while you are being diligent, strict, and vigorous in law enforcement, you can also afford to be just. Although the government technically loses its case, it has really won if justice has been done. If the prosecutor is obliged to choose his cases, it follows that he can choose his defendants. Therein is the most dangerous power of the prosecutor, that he will pick people that he thinks he should get, rather than pick cases that need to be prosecuted. With the law books filled with a great assortment of crimes, a prosecutor stands a fair chance of finding at least a technical violation of some act on the part of almost anyone. In such a case, it is not a question of discovering the commission of a crime and then looking for the man who has committed it. It is a question of picking the man and then searching the law books or putting investigators to work to pin some offense on him. It is in this realm in which the prosecutor picks some person whom he dislikes or desires to embarrass, or selects some group of unpopular persons and then looks for an offense, that the greatest danger of abuse of prosecuting power lies. The abilities of prosecutors to pin some offense on anyone they choose is the subject of Harvey Silverglate's book, 3 Felonies a Day, How the Feds Target the Innocent, 2009-2011. As Silverglate demonstrated, the average busy professional going about his business will unknowingly commit 3 felonies in a normal day, because there are so many criminal laws in the code. Through statutory analysis, case law, and the experiences of criminal lawyers defending cases across the spectrum of federal statutes, he showed how federal agents and prosecutors are able to prosecute virtually any person and any undertaking or transaction on felony charges. The feds need only to target somebody who has become an object of prosecutorial interest for any reason whatsoever. The target may be wanted as a witness against a bigger target, or the prosecutor may decide that landing a big fish would be good for his or her career, or the target might operate within an area designated as a priority area of prosecutorial interest in that district. Because it is so easy under the broad and vague federal criminal code to turn even facially ordinary daily activity into a prosecutable offense, and because slipshod ethical codes allow prosecutors to get witnesses to sing and compose, as Professor Alan Dershowitz has felicitously put it, there is never a slow season for federal prosecutions, and the revolving door leading from high-profile prosecutions to lucrative partnerships in white-shoe law firms or high positions in government gives prosecutors all the incentive they need to go after high-value targets. Today, the federal criminal justice system is dangerously effective at turning citizens into convicts. More than 20 million Americans have criminal convictions, while nearly 1/3 of Americans have a criminal record. More than 3% of the American population has served time in prison. The longer one stays in prison, the more difficult it becomes to succeed upon re-entry into the outside world. Everyone and everything outside the prison walls has been changing, while everything inside remains the same. A monotonous and controlled routine in an atmosphere of near total sensory deprivation. Bernard Carrick.